I want to thank you all for coming tonight to share information I found out about certain superstitions. Have you ever pondered why you'll be talking to a friend and they'll say, I haven't had a cold this season, and then they'll say, knock on wood, and then knock on wood. Or you drive down the street and a black cat runs across in front of you and you immediately think, I hope I'm not going to have bad luck now. Or your other friends that don't even want to go out of the house on Friday the 13th. So I've been looking at the origins of how these superstitions started. So to begin with, I'm going to read to you the Oxford Dictionary definition of a superstition. The Oxford Dictionary, updated in 2013, states the definition of a superstition is a widely held and unjustified belief in supernatural causation leading to certain consequences of an action or event, or a practice based on such a belief. And in America, there are many superstitions. Some ball players and stuff have superstitions that they have to do to win a game, and just really a lot of superstitions. But the dictionary made it very clear that they think that they aren't real, that you shouldn't worry about believing in any of them. The first one I want to look at is knocking on wood. And according to the Encyclopedia of the Unusual and Explained, copyright 2013, indicates that the ancient Druids of Great Britain began the practice with their belief that the trees housed deities. Touching the trees in a respectful manner encouraged the gods and goddesses within to grant one's physical selves health and prosperity, and one's spirit eternal life. The second meaning from the same article is believed that the custom may have originated in the practice of touching wood on every occasion of happiness or good fortune in gratitude to Christ who died on the cross. So it's two completely different ways that the origin started, which has nothing to do with knocking on wood to keep something from happening that you said. But a lot of people believe if they knock on wood, then they won't then get it, what they talked about. But and so it's a lot different now. And then the second one was black cats. Someone called it.
Okay.
Out of PetSide, 2007 to 2012, finds its origin shortly as the Pilgrims arrived at Plymouth Rock. The black cat was considered part devil and part sorcery, and later they were seen with witches, so Christians felt they were bad. And when they used to burn the witches, they would burn the black cats too, because they felt like they worked together in their things they did to people. And so it's really not what we think black cats cause bad luck. They thought black cats were just bad, and they said evil, so kind of like devilish, I guess.
Okay.
The other one that I looked into was Friday the 13th, and it was pretty hard finding the one origin, because there's so many things that happened on Fridays that were bad, and 13 has just always been considered a bad number. And this is what I found in Snopes. Snopes.com states that significant events in Christian tradition said to have taken place on Friday such as the crucifixion, Eve's offering the apple to Adam, the beginning of the great flood, the Last Supper at which Judas Iscariot was said to be the 13th guest at the table. And we know from all of these things happening that it really was bad things that happened on Fridays. And I mean, if you believe like them, you'd think every Friday was bad luck. But then when they added the 13 to it, I mean, there's places that don't put a 13th floor. They just leave 13 out of so many things because of how many people believe in this. In all that I read, it shows that you really don't need to worry about superstitions. They're just not real, so you don't have to worry about what people think will happen. And I'm glad you all came out tonight, and I hope you learned something from my speech tonight. Thank you.